recording. Did it. Episode 1, first Turnabout.
Damn it. Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I've got to find someone to pin it on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it.
Very nice. I'm not going to read all this stuff because it happens all the time. The date and the time.
Boy, am I nervous.
Is that me?
That's you.
I didn't know my name, I'm sorry.
No, it's all good.
Why?
Hiya,
Oh, oh, sorry.
It's all good. The name is on the
I
top
thought that
left.
was me.
So you're Mia.
Yeah. Woo, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well.
Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor.
A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case?
Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney.
Well, that's news to me.
I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much.
It's over! My life, everything, it's over!
Is that your client screaming over there?
Yeah, it's him.
Death, despair, oh! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die!
It sounds like he wants to die.
Yeah.
Nick!
Hey there, Larry.
Dude, I'm so guilty! Tell him I'm guilty! Give me the death sentence! I ain't afraid to die!
What? What's wrong, Larry?
Oh, it's all over! I'm finished! Finished! I can't live in a world without her! I can't! Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick! You gotta tell me! Who took my baby away?
The person responsible for your girlfriend's death. The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts, my best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault. He just had terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That and I owe him one, which is why I took the case to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
Hey, defense is ready, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not?
Yes, Your Honor. A little nervous.
Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness.
Yes, Your Honor. Hands shaking, eyesight fading.
The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. So the defendant is Larry Butts, of course.
The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor.
Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name?
Ooh, I know this one. Glad I read the case report covered so many times. It's... Wait. Uh-oh. No! No, wait! I forgot! I'm drawing a total blank here!
Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name?
Oh, the victim! Oh, of course! I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Temporarily.
I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press the R button to check it anytime, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you.
Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? So we get to... it's a tutorial thing. Let's see... Cindy Stone. Cinder block is always the right answer, though. We're gonna do that.
No, Lord.
Oh, wasn't it this block? This cinder block?
The person in question was a victim of murder. Not ill-conceived naming, Mr. Wright.
Right? If you forgot something, use the R button to check the court record and jog your memory. Mistake in court could cost you the case.
I'll ask you again. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Cindy Stone.
The victim's name is Cindy Stone.
Correct. Now, tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was... Let's hit with a blunt object.
She was struck once by a blunt object.
Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure.
Well then, first, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne?
Yes, Your Honor?
As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was?
The murder weapon was the statue of the thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim.
I see. The court accepts it into evidence.
Right? Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use the R button to check the court record frequently.
Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness.
The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand.
Chief, what do we do now?
Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate.
Oh, Larry gets excited easily. It's gonna be bad.
Ahem. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim has recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Anthony.
Oh, didn't they all die?
I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you described is generally what we meant by dumped. In fact, she has been completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it! Lies! I don't believe a word of it! Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died.
Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder.
Dude! No way! The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude! We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now?
Right? I don't think you want him to answer that question.
Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I?
Stop from answering.
My client has no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case.
Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog? I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I'm here in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this.
Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone.
Yes, quite.
Oh boy, this is so not looking good.
Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't.
Uh-oh, he went. What do I do?
Stop him from answering.
I'll send him a signal. I like a dog.
Well, see, it's like this. I don't remember. You don't remember? Well then, we'll just have to remind you.
I got a bad feeling about this.
We have a witness that can prove he did go to the victim's apartment that day.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness?
The man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery, he saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime.
Order! Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is bad.
On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sowett to the stand. Mr. Sowett, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct?
Oh yes, newspapers, yes.
Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder.
Witness account. I was going door to door, selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must have been in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. And now I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I called in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was without a doubt the defendant sitting right over there. Sorry.
All good. Spicy Nugget, you're good. You can voice the character I gave you originally, so, Sonic, you can let him do that now. Thank you.
Alright, no problem.
Alright.
Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that.
Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? So, Sonic, you're Larry, right?
Yeah, I'm Larry.
Alright, so
Okay.
Nugget, this is you, yeah?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally.
The phone that
still
missed-
me. Or is that still me?
Yeah, it's still Payne, is you.
Okay. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for you, personal.
Now, Mr. Wright,
Yes? Yes, Your Honor?
You may begin your cross-examination.
Cross-examination, Your Honor?
All right, Wright, this is it. The real deal.
What exactly am I supposed to do?
Why? You expose the lies in your testimony the witness just gave.
Lies? What? He was lying?
Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty?
How do I prove he's not?
You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face.
Okay.
Open the court records with the R button, then point out contradictions in the testimony.
Alright, so Peachy, you don't have to read this all again, it's just a recount of what you said before.
I don't mind I don't mind it. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment.
So before we do the whole testimony again, I guess we'll do... Can I just do presenting without... Yeah. So let's go for the stuff. Time of death was 4 to 5 p.m. Loss of blood due to blunt trauma. That was the weapon in question. Passport. And electricity was out from noon to 6. So, some of us have played this game already. We're not gonna spoil it. You guys have to figure it out. Those that have not.
Oh wait, can I see the passport again, please?
Yeah.
It was the time.
Right, 7th of the 30th. I thought that was gonna be something important.
It was the time of death.
Time of death is 4 to 5. So we have to
Yeah,
figure out
He was
which.
there at 1.
Because she died before. But something doesn't make sense.
That's why he lied.
7th of the 30th. Then she came back.
Well, she came back on the 30th, and she was killed on the 31st. So they did
That
say
was
it
it.
was a day after.
This is why I'm not, this is why I don't want to be a lawyer. This is the one reason why I lose every single case. This
Being
is
alone
all
for the
I
place
do.
in a new home is fun.
Yeah. If it was
This
like this,
game-
I'd want to be.
Oh.
This series is fun.
the marker again.
I love this series.
So I'm just going through all the lines. You
Ah,
have to pick one to either press him on or to present evidence that he's lying.
Well, no, I want to say the apartment phone. Because...
Yeah, that's the contradiction, is the time.
Okay, so let's press that.
Yeah. Because she died at 4, not 1.
1 o'clock p.m. Are you certain?
Yes, absolutely.
He seems really confident.
1 p.m.? Right. Doesn't that seem strange to you? Present some evidence to contradict him.
My fingers free.
Alright, so we'll do the autopsy.
I remember the time exactly, it was 1 p.m.
Because it's saying 4 to 5 p.m.
Objection! You found the body at 1 o'clock p.m. You sure?
Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain.
Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at some time after 4 p.m. There was nobody to, no body defined at 1 o'clock p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap?
That.
Objection! This is trivial. Trivial, right?
Yeah.
This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time.
After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Saw It? Why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.?
Jeez. That's a really good question.
Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart.
Wait, I remember now.
Would you care to give your testimony again?
You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding.
I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Right. You know what to do.
I've got this one.
So same thing, we're gonna try to find something contradictory.
Well, bruh, I didn't really much. Wait, sorry. Wait, let me read all these. Hold on, wait 1 sec. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. Next. There was a voice in the team.
Is that why? Because the power was out?
Next.
Sure could be.
Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? Next. I guess the victim must have been watching. Next. Next.
That's it.
No, someone doesn't add up to my dad. Now I'm really thinking he does all the patterns this one.
Video?
Yes, that explains why the time was wrong.
True.
Right. I think the problem lies someplace else.
We're agreed that you heard the time at the scene then.
Try the first one, that's what I would go with. But like, at the time...
Well, Lauren brought up that there was
No power.
Oh yeah, there was no power!
There it is.
So she could not have been watching.
She was dead either way!
From noon to 6 p.m., there was no...
But she was dead at 4 and 5. And he said he found her at 4 then, instead of 1.
My boy should
On
Stop
either of the
taking
times,
orders.
yeah, he shouldn't have had... There shouldn't have been power,
Yeah.
so...
Yeah, she was
Yeah.
dead. She was dead during the blackout.
She
Yeah,
was.
so the TV can't be on.
She was.
I think we can present it at this one, too. That would make sense.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Objection! Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video.
Nah.
The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Saw It?
No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Wright. Wait, I remember now.
Mr. Saw It? The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught.
My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body.
Sus. No. Very well, Mr. Saw It. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. This guy's super sus.
Ain't looking good for my man. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw.
You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Glad.
My boy needs to stick to cooking compound chicken. My boy's got to stick to that.
It was the murder
My
weapon.
boy has to stick to managing his restaurant. He has to. This ain't looking good.
Let's see.
It ain't looking
So
good.
the murder weapon is...
Yeah, murder weapon.
Is the thinking statue.
It's
The
a
thinking
statue.
statue. So
in the shape of the thinker.
Yeah.
You're saying it was a clock.
well, no, I stopped when I saw this line here. I stopped.
No. Didn't he say the murder weapon was next to the clock?
Oh, but yeah,
That was a clock.
I think he did.
He's claiming that's the murder
Yeah,
weapon.
the murder weapon. No, used it.
But this is,
I feel very comfortable.
This is our current...
Okay.
Let's see.
Objection! Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock?
What? Your objection and your evidence. Just who do you think you are?
Just answer the question, Mr. Solid.
Hey, I saw it there, okay? That was a clock.
Your Honor, if I may.
Yes, Mr. Payne?
As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it, and it says time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies.
I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now? Sure.
Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet, the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly, a contradiction.
Indeed.
The witness knew it was a clock because he...
Yes, he obviously went to the apartment.
You're lying! You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder!
Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I was there.
I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her.
The hard sus.
You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard.
Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Solid, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time.
Objection! What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjuncture.
Baseless? Just look at the witness's face.
No, God.
Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? You're getting my vote.
That day, I never. Look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw, oh my God. No, I
Poor
can't.
guy wig.
Shut up, I hate you. It was him, I told you. I saw him. He killed Honey. Should burn, give him death.
I love that scene.
It's so good. I love this game.
Who is Luke?
Order in the court, I say.
Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence. Oh, shred. Yeah, I'm gonna repeat that. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense claims.
Mr. Wright,
Your Honor?
you claim the sound of the witness. The sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence?
The whole case is running on this. You better think it through carefully. Your Honor? The sound Mr. Solid heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply...
People who haven't played this game before, what do you want to do?
Try sound on top.
Then yeah.
Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully.
As he just smacks somebody in the head with it to test.
I've got no murder towel to hand.
I think it's 8:25.
Thank you. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time.
Well, he is the thinker after all.
So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright?
Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now?
It's 11:25.
As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Solid heard and the actual time of death.
Still Phoenix.
So, Mr. Solid, try to talk your way out of this one.
You forgot one thing.
What's he talking about now?
Someone's lost a plot. Well, it may seem the clock is running 3 hours slow. It proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case.
Hmm? Oh, he's right. How am I going to prove that?
Real quick, is the music in the game low?
We can't.
My
I can't
game
do nothing.
I don't even hear. I don't even hear it.
I didn't know there was music.
Oh yeah, the music.
Wait. No, I can't hear music.
Can you hear it now?
No, like we don't hear it.
We can't hear nothing.
Because I think when I'm sharing the Switch, it's still.
No.
No.
Nah, just leave it. We'll sort out there.
Yeah.
Crossy, do this again.
Yeah. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it. I was so close.
Mr. Wright? It seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim.
Yes, Your Honor.
This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Solid.
I came all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! Your lawyers are all slime.
I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now.
Not so fast, Mr. Solid.
Chief!
Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think.
But, Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow on the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that.
Well, yeah. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow, and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason, and you'll have the proof. Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow?
Yes.
Wait. Maybe I can prove it.
You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it.
Mr. Wright? So the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Found evidence to support this claim?
Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt.
So my mom's coming through 1 sec. Hold on 1 sec. I want to come through.
Tough
One sec.
words. Let's see you pull
Go
this one off. Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow.
Battery.
Sorry, my mom came through, sorry.
You're good.
No, wait, let me have a look at the back quick.
What?
I don't know the back.
I know, but I'm sure it says quick. It might, like... Oh no.
Maybe the blackout. Does it stop working?
No, but wouldn't want them batteries though.
What?
That's it. Wouldn't it want them batteries? Because it said something about the battery. Because I remember seeing it.
Yeah, but also I've never thought I'd... Wait, go back to the Second
Oh,
item.
that's what it is in Tony Park.
So look at this. Time of best. 4 p.m. to 5
So
p.m.
awesome.
So there's 3 hours behind. So if the murder happened at 4, give it about 3 hours. It would have been 1, which the dude being justified for is saying it happened at 1, but yet.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'll go.
Yeah.
Is the blackout one?
But if it proving to show that it's 3 hours behind.
Because its power got cut off at noon.
Is that?
I don't know.
Take that!
Oh, excuse me. Disprove your claim. How? I can't see if that evidence has to do with the clock.
That wasn't it.
That's confusing.
One more chance. Give me just one more chance.
Alright, Mr. Wright. Time is not on your side. Be quick about it. Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. So normally you'd have like a bar, and every time you're wrong, you go down, and then you get a game over and you lose.
You get penalized.
Yeah. But this is the tutorial, so they're gonna let us have as many tries as possible.
That's when you know. That's when you know the game. You suck at the game. That's
Like I said, this is the first time where it's like you really not sure because it's not obvious.
They're like, these guys suck. We might as well give them the tutorials part first. That's when you know.
So let me know if you guys want to hit. I don't want to do it right away.
It's the third autopsy?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I can get the game on my phone. That's mad.
This, yeah.
It's 12.9. Wait.
I can give a hint.
Yeah, it has to be Timmy's autopsy report.
I can give a hint too if you guys need it too.
Yeah, give me a small hint. Give me a small hint.
Well,
It's gonna be something.
a small hint would be they're talking about time right now.
Oh,
So
think
something
of
that has to do with time, but like they all kind of do. Maybe not
the
very
thing. No,
But here's the thing though, with the time of death, it's 4 to 5, but the clock was 3 hours behind, putting at 1 p.m. So when he killed her, then yeah, it was at 4 p.m. But he's saying it's 1 because the clock's 3 hours behind.
Yeah.
And when it made the sound, that's when he was like, oh wait, it was 1 o'clock.
So it's the autopsy.
I think it's 1 o'clock.
Take that!
No, please don't be wrong. No.
When the music stops, that's when you know you did the right
That
thing.
wasn't it.
That's so stupid.
Another chance? No, game over. You lost. Guilty, Larry Butts. Guilty. Get your butts to
Okay.
jail. For
If somebody can step in for me, I gotta go. I got something I have to do.
I'll get you fixed.
Yep. I'll try to have more time for the next case.
Let's wait, hold on. So what have we done already? We've done.
We've done the autopsy report and we did the blackout.
Who just let
Oh,
cross?
No, Spicy had to go. He was paint.
Ah, gotcha.
It has to do with passport. Something has to do with some of the passport. Cause just
No.
No.
No, passport has nothing to do with the time. So it has to be the statue, right? Because it's not the passport.
I'm gonna
Right?
go through them.
I would-
Take that!
It's just okay.
Oh, it's a passport. No, let's go.
Or is it his attorney's badge?
Mr. Right.
Now, something that you learn playing this game a million times is...
Let's get the button.
Hold on. Sometimes you can give a certain piece of evidence and it'll do like a special message. Let me see if this badge does something. Or if it's the same.
Yo.
Okay, it's the same.
Imagine evidence was the badge.
Mr. Wright, maybe you should go back to law school.
I never even passed. I don't know how I'm here. Just runs away. Bailiff! Alright, let's do the passport.
I was right with the passport. It's not nothing mine.
Take that! The victim has just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 o'clock here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast.
Wow.
The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sullivan? Or should I say, Mr. Did It?
Got him! Got him.
My man's dying. I'm punished. My man did a
Order, I say.
Solid had rabies.
He ate something bad before coming here. Well, he's dead. This
You
case
can go with the screw.
certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness?
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor?
I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty.
Confetti!
Confetti!
And
Bro,
with
imagine
that,
that happening.
this court is adjourned.
Bro, imagine that happening in real court as well. Confetti and everything. That was funny.
It turns out that Frank Solid was a common burglar. He posed as newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Solid let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned.
Oh my god, what the hell are you doing in my apartment?
Flustered, Mr. Solid grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find.
My mom went WWE style.
That was her boyfriend.
August 3rd,
One of them.
2:42 p.m. District Court, defendant's lobby, number 3.
I still can't believe who won.
Right. Good job in there. Congratulations.
Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you.
Not at all. Not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note.
I've never seen the Chief look this happy. She's this glad? Imagine how Larry must have felt.
My life is over!
Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now?
Oh, Nick! Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon.
Good. Wait, no. I mean, bad. Bad, bad, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed.
But my Cindy Winnie's gone, man. Gone forever.
Larry, she was a... never mind.
Finish your sentence, Phoenix.
Gold digger.
Congratulations, Harry.
Harry?
Harry Butts.
Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts innocent.
Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat.
Oh no, I couldn't.
Hey, who's the one who got you off the hook?
Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present.
A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that...
Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me.
Really? You? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento.
Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Does that make you just want to cry?
Are you sure? Oh, are you so sure?
Excuse me?
I think she thought quite a lot of you, in her own way.
Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me, it's okay?
Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him?
Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about?
Should we be nice to Larry or not? Is the question.
Nice to
Yeah,
learn.
Later, you got McDonald's, you can get your happy toy.
Nice, okay.
Take that! Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chunter.
Huh? What about that clock?
This is the clock you made for her. And she took it with her when she traveled.
Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all.
You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will.
Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks.
Hope that made him feel a little bit better.
We should have just crushed him and showed him a badge or something.
Oh, yeah.
You owe me money for defending you.
Please! FBI, open up! Later night, little do we know he was the murderer.
I like to think that she traveled just to try to sell the clock and couldn't, so brought it back.
Right?
Did you say Larry should be struck with a clock? He's like, oh, thanks, Larry. Wham!
I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if your clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off?
Yeah, I guess so.
Say, how about dinner? On me. We'll drink a toast to innocent butts.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you came over here is because of him.
Yeah. Part, at least.
You'll have to tell me about it sometime. Maybe over drinks?
So, first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." I'm pretty sure he's not my friends. Unless you count the clock he gave me. I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep.
Sorry, Nick. I don't have any money, but here, take this clock instead.